lightning, shine your light. It's your day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, cause it keeps getting better.
Hello, Mr. Brody. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Thank you for making.
You're very welcome. It's lovely to be here.
Did you find it difficult to find me?
No, GPS.
That's good.
GPS. It's great.
It's been many years, mister.
How long?
3?
3 years.
I'd say so.
Flies in, doesn't it?
I know.
Amazing.
I know, but
So much
we
fun.
know each other probably 10, 11.
I'd
if
say,
not.
yeah, about 11, I'd say.
Yeah. For those who don't know you, is it fair to say you, anyway, when I met you 10, 11 years ago, you were probably the most recognizable face in pub music scene? Would that be fair to say? Irish music pub scene. You were everywhere. You were the guy people wanted to go and see. The
I
tourists
did
in
a lot of gigs, all right. Yeah, I mean, actually, in 2006, I got an award from Bord Fáilte for my contribution to Irish tourism.
And that took.
Which something I didn't really realise what the hell I got when I got it, but it was my name on it, and it was a real thing. So yeah, I mean, I spent one time in a pub, and that's all. The only place I was, you could find me right on Westmoreland Street in
O'Sullivan's.
bang Westmoreland Street, and it became such an institution, not just for visitors and non-nationals who live here, but actually for Dubliners as well and Irish people. So there was a great mix of the two, and it just seemed that was quite, because it's smack in around the Temple Bar area. It was quite rare to have so many Irish people in a pub, and for people visiting,
And was
it
always
was great. It was always packed.
Always packed. I remember, in fairness, I think you are the reason I loved Irish music, Irish pub scene, and you know, all of my friends, the non-nationals back then, and the tourists I knew. The first place we would go to was O'Sullivan's bar.
It was a hangout. It wasn't. People were going. You know, if they were going to go out nightclubbing that night, they'd say, "Hold on, let's hit Brody first in O'Sullivan's, and we get the atmosphere vibe going, and then they go off later on."
Did things change? Because obviously we're talking about the times when, you know, Ireland was changing a lot. There was a huge boom. A lot of nationalities coming in within a few years, from like, you know, very few non-nationals being in the country. I think in 2004 you had 340,000 only Polish people being there.
Oh yeah.
And you know, so Temple.
That's dwindled now.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Temple Bar was booming. And
absolutely.
It was, as you said, institution. What is it like right now?
It's still busy, and it's still. I don't think people have the money that was at their disposal back then. But still, Temple Bar is still a hub. I mean, I played after O'Sullivan's. I went to the old Dubliner, which was bang in the heart of it all, and I sang there for another 4 years or something like that. It was an amazing thing to experience, but I'm glad I moved on now to another place, which is on the peripheral again on Down Street in Paddock Kearney's. That's where I am now. But a lot of people from, say, 10 years ago have had their 10-year anniversary where they all met in O'Sullivan's, and they all come to Paddock Kearney's, and they've had their 10-year anniversary.
Which is unbelievable.
No,
you've been always great with people, and you know the pub scene is one thing you've been doing, and it's great, and I think you suit it. You love it. But that gave you a platform to meet a lot of influential people, perhaps, who helped you with your career a bit. You travelled a lot. Tell me
through that. I mean, I've been to Moscow, America, the Middle East, all over Europe, whatever, and it's just Scandinavia. It's brought me everywhere, and it still is. Like, I mean, I have regular stints now still in Doha and Qatar, which has become an amazing city now. So famous, and it's got the World Cup now coming up and everything. Like, you know.
So would you be flying there every month, every 2 months?
It's probably 3 or 4 journeys a year. Then I've regular stints now in Norway. I've regular stints in Belgium. I suppose I could in the US if I had to go, but I like, you know, what I've got at the moment, what I've built up through the years, people that I trust and gigs where I go. And slowly it's developed into, you know, the fan base is getting a little bit bigger, if I can say fan base, I guess, but regular people that come and see me.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, is Brian Brody just now playing the music you've been playing in pubs for years, or are you creating your own stuff?
Definitely create my own stuff now, because I've an album that's ready to go, and I'm also recording a piano. I play piano as well, and I wrote songs on piano. And instead of just playing them to myself at home, I'm going to put them on an EP. So myself and Mark McCann, who's going to co-produce it with me, and then my piano teacher Michael McLennan, he's going to be on it as well. So there's the three of us are going to do that.
So you're doing this yourself?
Yeah. It's all self-produced. I mean, I couldn't be running after record companies at this stage, you know what I mean? If I want it done, I'll have to do it myself. And I mean, I can put it all up on iTunes and all the internet available places to buy music. And then if so many people want to get a physical copy of it, you can either go to my gigs or to go on my website. And there's so many social media.
Plenty of followers anyway there.
Loads, yeah, plenty.
Do you feel fulfilled?
No, not really. I'm selfish. I want to get more.
So what's more?
More is the new album. And what I have a 5-year plan that I set up 2 years ago, and I'm already ahead of myself.
Fantastic.
So
where is it going?
Basically, I'd still like to sing and play guitar in pubs, obviously, but I have a band as well now. You know, we did some shows in Club
What's
Spiegel.
the name of that band?
It's Brian Brody and the Darker Days.
I remember that something about the dark was before that in your past.
There's always a darkness to it, yeah.
And what kind of music
band.
is it? How would you explain it? Can you?
This new album that we're doing is basically, some people have put the Pogues between Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
That's great.
So it's kind of Irish, that kind of raw Irish thing that the Pogues has, and then with the band, it brings on this other element of the Bad Seeds kind of thing, you know. So it's interesting. It's an interesting fusion of music. It's very alternative, but then there's a kind of a commercially folk sort of touch to it as well.
You're very passionate about it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, I have to. But this is what the thing is now. I want to, once the album is done and I can put together a team for PR and a tour management, then basically that's where I want to see myself as an original artist, pushing my own music. And then, you know, still be able to do the pub gigs when I can, because I just love them, you know. They're my bread and butter.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, as you said, you love it and you're good at it, and it's great to stay in touch with the fans and the public on a daily basis, isn't it?
I think that's what it is. When doing the gigs in the pub every weekend, you just keep fresh, and you're just always on stage. Like you're never off stage. It's not like I'm, you know, kind of spending too much time in isolation writing songs like the mad genius or something, trying to go, oh, you know, it's so precious to me, I can't let anybody hear it, you know. But to go into the pub, it sort of grounds you a bit. Yeah. You know, you feel a bit more down to earth. You meet real people that like real music, like, and like they like the way I do it as well.
Yeah. Do you think you quite? And don't try to be you know, nice here. Just be honest. Do you think you're very different? You're quite like, in my eyes, you're quite exceptional. I think you've been doing something with such a pride for so many years, where I think a lot of musicians would lose interest after 2-3 years and always want more. It's a good thing, but then they don't want to look back. I've done the pubs, I've done this and that. When you still love it. It is very rare quality. What is the scene right now? Do you see musicians like you, many of them out there?
I see a lot of musicians. I know a lot of them, and I have a lot of respect for them all, you know, because they're in the game like me, you know. And any professional sort of performer of any shape or form will tell you it's a bumpy ride the whole way. You know, you don't get a smooth ride, like, you know, in this game. So entertainment business is tough business. You know, you can lose your mind. You know, people have suffered depression as well because they're so giving to the public, and then all that excitement is gone, and then they'll probably turn to drink just to kind of chill out, or drugs or whatever. And I've been no angel to that in the past. So, you know, I understand
And how
every
do you go through it? Like you look
Very
great, and I know like you actually spend a lot of time right now, you know,
Yeah.
building your mental health and your physical health
Yeah.
as well. And it's important, I would imagine, for moving forward and focusing on your
Absolutely.
work.
That was this 5-year plan that I did. Like I was massively overweight and I was suffering with alcohol related depression really badly. Like I couldn't move.
Even though you were out constantly, and
yeah, but I was struggling, very difficult. Like there was a couple of times before a gig, I couldn't get up off a chair. So I remember like the manager of the pub walking me home, step by step, like slowly, because I just couldn't even lift my head off my shoulders.
after the gig or before. You
Just come on, like waves. You're just suffering with this thing. And it was it was just like a year of antidepressants and all this. And it was just a horrible way to live. So it's just.
So how do you say that's it, enough? Because a lot of people suffer with that, and
a lot of people, yeah.
people
I've met a lot
don't
of musicians
admit.
that do. They don't know what to do.
So how do you just say that's it, enough? I need to get back on track. Do you need someone to help you? Is it some?
Well, I've always,
Can you give
I
them
just kind
advice?
of, some people need to go and get help, professional help, I guess. But I moved into a cottage up in the mountains, in Wicklow Mountains, and I think that place was just like rehab. Like, you know, I mean, it just spiritually just sorted me out. And then obviously I've got amazing friends as well to dig me out of the hole. So all that combined, and then I just decided to make an old Rocky 4. There was a barn up there and I just turned it into a gym. And then I just realised that the mental health was all down to training hard and eating clean and just trying to stick to it. And I took on a personal trainer and I have to say he helped me massively, psychologically and physically. And now I've got more energy than there's not enough hours in the day anymore now. Do you know what I mean?
That's
so it's fantastic, yeah.
So just how often do you play right now, or where we can see you?
Every Friday and Saturday I'm in Paddock Kearney's on Dame Street.
And then if someone wants to find out more about your own music and
go on to my website, which is www.brianbrody.com, and you'll get all the information.
And
if you need to send me an email asking me, requiring me for work or whatever, songs or albums or whatever else going on, just send me an email and I'll be more than happy to reply, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Well, I'm delighted you're
Great
doing
to
so
see you,
well.
you know?
Listen, it's like so many bloody years. It's fantastic to see you.
We'll do it off camera sometime.
Yeah, okay, that's a deal.
Best of luck.
Listen, thanks, Brian, and good luck. And
Lots
I see
of
you
love.
soon in Paddy Kearney's, I promise.
Thank you very much.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning.